Hi, and thank you so much for joining me again for another junk journal with me. So I'll be working on a few different parts of my book. So for this page, I wanted to just glue down, this is part of the envelope that came with the Happy Mail from the lovely Tamami. So I definitely had to keep this beautiful seagull illustration. And this is a tag that also was in that same Happy Mail, so I wanted to keep those both on the same page. And next I have this back of an envelope, a vintage envelope, and I thought I would somehow try to attach this wax seal that was around some various papers that she had sent me. And I didn't want to throw that away, so I wanted to somehow preserve it in my journal on this little flap of the envelope, which will at one point serve as a tuck spot. So I'm trying to cut this down, and you will see I'm gonna keep cutting it down so that it would somehow fit on that flap. Didn't have really a precise idea of how that would look in the end, so I keep cutting it more and more. Then I wanted it to have a different background, so this was a vintage book page that was on one of her little packages, and so I thought that would work really well as a background. Just gluing that on with my glue stick, and this was very brittle paper, so you have to be careful with that. And now I still keep cutting it down, and I actually decided to see if I could take off that like parchment paper, and it came off really easily. So then I decided to further trim those that twine, and finally it's the size I need it to be, and I'm just gluing that down with my tacky glue. Now I'm just going to secure it with a clip there for a while until it really sticks down. And I'm going to work with that other part of that envelope another day. And now for the final page, I had stamped some images on some cheesecloth. And the original idea was to make some more of those postcards that I made recently. But then I thought, no, I could just make a pocket out of it for a tag, and I was actually going to back it with a plain cheesecloth, but then I thought I don't need to make a pocket like that. I can just glue on this piece on the book page directly. Now you're going to ask me where this stamp is from, and I'm so sorry I cannot give you a link for this because I got this locally at a store which is closing here in Vienna, and so they had a minus 30% sale where I got it, and I threw the packaging away, so I can't even look up what brand it is, and I'm so sorry for that. I will try to not do that again in the future. I will try to write things down somewhere because I know some of you will want this beautiful stamp. And I wanted to add some kind of a charm to it. So I was going through these charms, and these are from Action. If you're in Europe, you probably know this Dutch chain. And I was looking at some options. So on that one, particularly the Eiffel Tower, thought would be interesting because it's a French stamp. And here's a little plaque which says handmade. Then there's these butterflies that I thought might work as well. So that's what I try first. I choose one of the smaller ones and see how that would look on the top there. And that would have been okay, actually. That was definitely an option that might work. So next I'm trying this handmade plaque, and somehow it just didn't look right on that piece. Tried the bottom as well, but just wasn't working. Next I tried the Eiffel Tower, So I did like that actually. And then I tried this one which has like some flowers in there, which I thought was really cute, and I decided to go for that. And so I take this very light pink thread, only reason being because the white one was in my sewing machine and I did not want to take it out and then I have to put it back in. So I'm just using the light pink one, which is fine because the floral image inside that thing are pink as well. So I'm just kind of trying to somehow stitch that on. I have no particular method. I'm just doing what I can to make it stay. The hard thing was then securing the thread in the end, because I felt like I had nothing to really secure it in. But yeah, it's just stitched around a few times and then that was it. Yeah, so that's the close-up, and I thought that looked really nice. Those two worked really well together, and I love that pocket. I seem to be into pockets lately. And now I'm trying to decide what to actually put inside that pocket. So I'm looking for an image that I could somehow make a tag with. And this is my set of 2 drawers for my like medium-sized ephemera. It's a mixture of vintage and more modern things from magazines, for example. Also a mixture of stickers and book pages and die cuts, Happy Mail things, whatever is sort of that kind of size. So I did kind of want to go with a floral image just because of the nature of that stamp. I thought that would work best. So I'm still trying to find something that might work. These are all from books. That one was too tall. This is from Daphne's Diary and was too short. These are some more book page cutouts. Alright, so here's a few options that I chose. And yeah, I just like that one. That one's struck me first when I saw it as that would be the perfect one because it goes so well with the stamp. And I wanted it to have some really torn edges. So I have this tearing ruler, which I also got locally at a craft fair. But if you search for that on Amazon, a tearing ruler, then you will get some options. So I love that rough edge look of it, and I'm inking that, and then I need to find something to actually put that on because that was too small. So I have this paper pad. It's called Secret Garden, and this is actually, or sorry, Secret Gardenia, I don't know. This is actually, I got last year in the summer in the States. It's either from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they still have it. It's almost a year ago that I bought it. It's beautiful, and I'm just trying to decide on what would work best with this image. I didn't want anything too distracting. That would have been nice too, this gray. So there's two I was trying to decide between, but this one with the green then just seemed too busy. So I went for this one, which just has tiny little roses. You can hardly see that on the camera, but it's perfect to not be too distracting. So I just cut that down. And since I didn't want to have a white background to that, I wanted to use a book page. This was also from a Happy Mail. I'm just going to glue that on the back side, making sure all the corners are really glued on, because when you have a round glue and corners, you're never quite going to get it in there without having a mess on your desk. And for a topper this time, I thought I wanted to put some fabric there. And I'm just trying to see which one would be the perfect one to match. So I'm staying in the pink tones, but I didn't want it to be overbearing because the attention should go to the illustration there. So I did want something rather plain. And then I found this white one, which was from a tablecloth, from a vintage store, or from, actually this was Goodwill, I think. And I like it because it's a heavy fabric, and it did have some design in it, on part of it. So I really love how that looks. And I'm just cutting that down, and I'm just going to fold that over onto the other side. And I think that's a beautiful topper, especially with those edges cut with the pinking shears. I'm just using my tacky glue here. If you have a fabric glue, you should probably use that. Just gluing that over the edge. I'm trying to make sure it's somewhat straight. So that's the back side. Yeah, and then just gluing on that image. And I'm very happy with the outcome of this very simple tag. I'm just gonna stick that into the pocket. You can kind of see it through, which is nice as well. And I'm really happy with that. So that concludes today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some more inspiration, and hope to see you back in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye.